Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, Dadcraft73. We're back here playing a little bit of Regrowth, some modded Minecraft, and man, oh man, have we been doing some work off camera? There's no question about it. Let's turn around here and turn this back on. I was just about to add mending to my new hammer. So I got this new bronze hammer. Made that thing all fancy. Oh, do I not have any more modifiers on that thing? Oh, that's not good. I was hoping maybe I could add a ball of moss to this thing and get mending on here. But you can see it's pretty monster. It's got 4,500 durability on it. It's got a pretty quick mining speed. It's got, you know, it's kind of hopped up a little bit. It takes a little bit of bronze. It takes, I don't know, 10 or 12 bronze to actually repair this guy. So it's not great. You know, I was using that other hammer there for a while, and I just decided it was time to make something a little bit faster because I've been doing some clearing work, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. I'm going to run over here and see if my earth essences are grown. They are. Let's go ahead and harvest all these guys really quick, and then I'm going to show you what I've been working on. I hear mobs being all loud in my ear, which is not cool. Okay, so I got that many. I went ahead and decided I was going to get these bags out. They were in that chest over there. They were just sitting there, and I haven't been using them for anything. Let's go ahead and just put some of that stuff in there. Where's my earth essence? Oh, did I put it away? I think I did. All right, let's go down here and grab some earth essence. We need to make tons of dirt. Let's go ahead and make something else while we're down here, and I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Earth essence right there. Yep, so let's get our 2 stacks out of there. It just gives us a little bit left. And let's grab diamond, maybe? Do I have sticks? I do. Okay, let me make one of these wands here. We used one of these wands before, but we just made a iron one. And now I've got a diamond one. This crazy thing will put down 1,561 blocks at the same time. So if we take that, we'll make a bunch of stacks of dirt. Let's go ahead and make some more. So we got tons of dirt now. Let me show you what I've been doing. So I started this in last episode. You saw me working on it. I've been clearing out this whole space. And I'm going to go ahead and clear the rest of this down to this level, all the way out to the coast. I'm actually already almost there. But I just wanted to take a quick little break and do a little bit of recording and talk about what I've been working on. So these crazy wands, it allows you to put down, I guess, matching items. So whatever, you know, it touches, if you've got them in your inventory, it'll put those down. We have to make this row, though, because it likes to hang stuff out over the edge of the water, and we don't want that. Let's just go around the outside here. Alright, now I'll show you how this thing works. So if we get this thing in our inventory, you see that we have these white blocks, and we just click, and it lays down dirt just like that. And as far as this thing can reach, it'll lay down stacks on stacks. See, if you put it up there, all those white boxes, man, that would be all the dirt I had in my inventory probably. It would just wipe it out at one time. But we're filling all this in with dirt, and then we're going to let the grass grow on it because I really want to expand my base of operations. Alright, let's keep going here. So we'll go like this and this. We'll just put these in manually. There we go. We're doing good. Let's put these in. I don't want any dirt to be hanging out over the water. So I'm just putting that in manually just so we can get right up to the edge there. Then we can use this wand to do the rest of it. You kind of go through these wands pretty quick. It's not super. They don't have tons of durability. But we can certainly lay in a bunch of dirt before they break. This one's about ready to break. Let's see, can I put some dirt here? Nope, let's not do that. Let's cap this out here on this end. And we'll put these guys like so. Okay, now we should be able to go there. And go up here and go there. Okay. And then this should be like one long strip, except for it's about to break. So let's get another one out of here. So this should be like a huge strip across here. Look how fast it does all that dirt. That is way faster than I can do it manually. That's for sure. Let's put our edge in here just so it's not acting a fool. We don't want to have dirt hanging out over the water edge. Then we should just be able to just knock this all in here like that. Super quick and easy. Man, it uses tons of dirt, but it saves tons of time. Could you imagine how long this would take us if we were doing this manually? Man, we'd be here for like the next 27 years trying to lay in all this dirt. We want to make sure that we're recovering the wasteland, but we're going to take as many shortcuts as we possibly can. That is for sure and for certain. Alright, let's go like so. Alright. And then we'll just put in... Put in all of this. We should be getting to be about out. Close. Alright, let's manually place these pieces. I find it very... it's super relaxing for me to just sit out here and, you know, put my headphones on and do a little bit of grinding, blowing up some of this dirt. I love the way that these hammers take out 9 blocks at a time. You can just kind of just sit back and let it do its job while you're just relaxing, listen to some music. Man, I love it. I love it. See if we can get over there. We'll just take the rest of this out while we're here on camera. We don't want to spend too much time doing this today because I have a little project that I need to work on. I want to see if I can't automate some of the gathering and harvesting of essences. You know, we've been using a good bit of these essences lately. It seems like we've been using more than normal because, you know, oh dang it. See, there's a problem there. You got to be careful. You got to make sure that you're touching dirt. Now it filled all that back in. Just bust it out really quick. It'll just take a second. See how much it filled in at one time? That's what happens if you misclick this thing. I know there's like some configuration settings that you can configure on this thing to not go too crazy. No, whatever that is. Do we still have some dirt? We do. A couple more pieces. We'll at least get this part filled in. That looks pretty good. And then the grass will just slowly spread out here and cover all this in. I just have a little bit more to take off. So my plan is to have like sort of 2 layers. We're going to have this bottom layer that we're going to use to put in infrastructure kind of stuff, right? We're going to have tanks out here filled with all kinds of liquids. We're going to have some machines. We're going to have some other odds ends. We'll have maybe some outbuildings, some machine buildings. And then up here on this top section is going to be sort of reserved for, I don't know, just nature and other stuff that we might need to do. We'll probably have a couple buildings up there too, but you notice that this is... it ends up being 3 blocks taller. Now, the other thing that I've been working on a little bit is I don't really care for the way that this cracked sand looks along the edge. So I thought maybe I would put in a little bit of a, you know, like a decorative border around this thing. So I just was coming in here like this and taking out some of these blocks. I think I took out some of my cobblestone there. Yep, I did. And I have a couple things. I've got this right here, which is cobblestone with a large tile. And then I've got this one here with these panels. And my goal here was just go like to every other one and put in one of these ones with a panel. And then the rest of these just gets filled up with just this cobblestone that has this panel. I don't need anything too crazy. And then I was coming along here and taking off this one edge of dirt like so. We'll just take this down here a little ways. There we go. And then we can get our hammer out. Break that out and break that out. Okay, and then these guys run along the bottom like so. You get broken, and then panel, skip one like that, and then all of this gets filled in, and it just gives us a little bit of decorative edge. I think it looks pretty good. Let me just put these last couple in, and then we'll take a step back and see. So we're still using a pretty cheap resource. We're not using anything too crazy. We're using this cobblestone, but at least, you know, we're finally doing a little bit of decoration out here in the wasteland. And then I'm just going to run it around the corner same way. So can get out here, and then we'll just put these guys here and here, and then it's going to be time for a panel in the corner, and we'll go like that. Yeah, so that's going to look pretty good. And maybe I can come back and put some lights in or something like that, light it up, make it look halfway decent. So we're going to do that all around this raised section. Shouldn't have too much of that. And then hopefully once we get some half decent lighting in here and a couple buildings that we can come in here and work in, maybe we can start tearing some of that fence down and get rid of it and make it look halfway decent around here. Alright, so let me get some stuff together. I need to try to automate at least the production of some of my essences. I want to automate the production of diamond, redstone, I guess my metals. I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe glowstone. Probably not that stuff. I think that's pretty good. So definitely some redstone, my diamonds, and my glowstone, and at least some of the metals. So I'm going to gather some stuff together. I'm going to come back and we'll talk about how we're going to do that. Or at least, you know how we do. It'll be at least how I plan on doing it. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back and we're just about ready. Well, of course, before we can do anything, let's sleep through the night. We're just about ready to make the first thing that we need to be able to start automating some of this essence, like recovery. Not essence recovery, essence farming. We're going to automate some of it. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make a couple odds and ends. By the way, you know that display glitch that I was talking about in my last episode? It's completely gone, 100% gone. It was Optifine. Here's the other cool thing. I can actually see glass now in my inventory, which makes me really happy. I hated not being able to see glass. If that's what Optifine does, man, I'm glad it's gone. Anyway, we're going to throw a piece of glass in here, and we get back a piece of mana glass. Then we're going to throw this in here and get that. Now let's go find a crafting bench, which I think is probably down here. We need to get some more crafting benches around. Anyway, we're going to put this and this over here like this, and we're going to make this guy, which is the Mana Seer Monocle. And I think, how do I equip it? It goes in like the something slot. Yeah, Inner Arts. I got an achievement. Let's see what that guy says. Craft any variety of bauble and wear it. Let's see what we look like with that crazy thing on. Look at us, man. We look like Mr. Peanut or something, or the Monopoly guy. Anyway, what this thing does, if it's on our head, it should let us see like the reach of mana. See how we go over there? So this right here on this endoflame, this box is how far I guess it can be away from a mana spreader to be able to deliver mana. See how that works? It's kind of cool. Can we see anything else? Like if we go over here and look at these guys, yeah, so there's the square that this Pure Daisy operates under. So that's going to be key in a minute. We're not too worried about that, but the next thing I want to make is one of these hopper hawk plants. It's essentially a plant that will pick up items that are on the ground. And I think I have everything I need. I need a piece of redstone, I guess. Let's go down here and get a piece of redstone, and we're going to make one of these crazy guys and then see how they work. So let's get just a piece of redstone. We have to make a redstone root, which is just like this, right? Okay. So I have 2 of those. I have 2 of these. What else did I need? And then the rune of air, which we have. Into the petal apothecary, which we haven't used for a while. It'll be kind of cool to fire that up. Let's see if I can actually put the water in it the first time. Rune of air. Okay, so we'll get that. We should have a bucket of water. We do. Let's move this shovel out of the way. Go over here and put this in here. Can we get in there first try? Man, we did. We're professional. So we can throw these guys in there, this guy, those 2, and then our rune of air. I don't know if it'll use it up or not. Oh, and then a seed. Do I have a seed in here, please? Of course not. I know where we do have some seeds, though. Let's go down here and grab one. We still are working on organization. It is not an easy process. What kind of seed can we use? How about just this random unidentified seed that we have? Let's eat something while we're heading up the stairs, all slow. Now the other thing I want to do is make this thing floating. I gotta see what the recipe is for that. Now we should be able to throw that in there. We get that back. Did it actually consume our rune of air? It did. Okay. That's not too bad. So this is a functional flower, and it funnels into it everything that is around it in its area. So now how do I make these things floating? So I need to make just a floating flower. So I need dirt, a pasture seed, and a glimmering flower, which is a couple pieces of glowstone dust. Okay. Let us make a glimmering flower. I think we should probably have some glowstone dust somewhere. Do we? If not, we can make some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's go ahead and make some glowstone dust. Like I said, you come over here, and we have 12 of those. And then, what's the deal? I think we just take any flower that we want, right? Yeah, so it doesn't matter what one. Let me see, let's get... What do we have, like, half decent number of mystical pink flower? Let's take one of those guys. And then we just go like this, I think. Yeah. And then it becomes a glimmering pink flower. And then I need a pasture seed, which I have here. One of those, and a piece of dirt, which I have here. And then we should be able to go like this, and like this, and like this. And it gives us a floating pink flower. You've seen those before, right? We can lay that thing down. Hi. I would like to get you. We can lay it down on the ground. See how it just floats there? And it's actually a full block. If you remember, that's how we did, that's how we made snow. So we can break that. Now, if we go like this and like this, we should have a floating hopper hawk. Awesome. So let's take this back outside, and we'll lay it down on the ground, and we'll look at it with our fancy new magic monocle, and it'll show us the range. Be quiet, phone. I'm recording them videos. So we put this guy down, and then we mouse over it. See that range right there? Man, that's a truck pile. I think it's... Let's see. I think it's 6 blocks. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just break this one. We'll put it back in just a second. Now, see, does it go out to the edge of that? Yeah. So it's 6 blocks in all direction, and it's actually like a cube. So it'll pick up things above it and below it and things like that. So there we go. So that is going to be our harvest mechanism. And I think we'll end up probably making a couple of these, because even though, man, that is a pretty good sized patch though. Good grief. I don't know. Let me think about it a little bit. So 6 by 6. Does it count the one that it's on? Let's see. So is it really 7 by 7? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should go all the way out to this edge. Make sure that we've got everything measured. Yeah, so it covers that one. So it must be 7 by 7 actually. So it's 6 blocks on all sides that it'll pick up. And how that works is you just have an adjacent inventory, and it'll dump whatever it picks up right into that inventory. And once you get it in the chest, man, then the possibilities are endless what you can do with it. So we've got that going on so far. Let me gather up a couple more odds and ends off camera. I've got a bunch of stuff cooking up here in my little compost bin. I'm low on compost. I got 27. Let me just put these in there too. Can I put this in there? Oh, I can put sticks in there? All right. There we go. We'll put those couple pieces of grass in there. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to let this cook up. You can see it's clear full. I just put everything, a bunch of stuff out of my storage in there. It's cooking up. I need to get a bunch of compost. I don't have hardly any dirt. I've only got 10 and only have like 15 or so compost. So I need to make a bunch so I can at least make a 7 by 7. That's what, 49 pieces of dirt, a 7 by 7 area. And I'm going to do it out here, I think, in this lower area. And then we got to figure out what we're going to get planted in there. So let me do a little bit of that work. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. Alrighty, my friends, we are back, and I think I've got everything I need together. I dug myself a big old hole. I filled out some more of this ground with some dirt and some grass. Made it look kind of cool. And I've got this thing all set up. Now, if we go down in here, this hole that I've got here is 13 by 13 with this guy sitting right in the middle. If we mouse over it, you can see that our little box goes all the way to the edge. That's exactly what we want. And I think we're now ready to build all the pieces parts that we need to make this thing work. Man, I hope so. Good grief. We've been working. So the first thing I need to build is this hovering hourglass. Now I've got the recipe in here. It's 4 pieces of gold. It's 2 pieces of mana glass, a piece of mana steel, a couple pieces of redstone. We got that. So we also made ourselves a pulse mana spreader. So you know how you make a mana spreader, just living wood, sort of in this sideways pants recipe with a pedal right there. And then if you just add a piece of redstone to it in the crafting grid, you know, so the spreader here and a piece of redstone right there, it makes this guy. And I also made myself a diluted mana pool. Now this diluted mana pool is using living stone or living rock slab. So you just take 3, you get 6, you put them in that like boat pattern, you get yourself a little tiny mana pool there. Got a couple other odds and ends. Let's see. I think I have everything I need. Let's go over here. The thing that I'm pretty sure I don't have though is enough of that garden soil, but I think we can at least get a couple things fired up here. Now if we come down here and we get our chest, now it's one of these improved chests and I upgraded it to Mark 6. And that means this thing has stacks on stacks of inventory space. Now let me just show you how this thing works just so you know. So if I throw this down here, should wait a second, and then that guy should pick it up and it'll show up in this chest, right? So that's how that little hopper thing works. So now what I want to do, oh hello, don't be doing crazy things, game. We're gonna take this guy. Oh, you know, we need to craft one more thing before we start going too crazy here. Let's head back down here, and we need to make a drum of the wild. I think I have everything I need in my inventory to make it. Drum of the wild. So it's just that. Okay, yep, we got all that stuff. So we've got 6 pieces of living wood. We'll put those on either side. We're going to put this in the middle, and then we're going to put leather here and here, and we have a drum. Oh, did I use the wrong horn? Dang it. Do I have enough living wood? Yeah. Where's my horn of the wild? That's my drum of the canopy. We'll probably get to use that thing at some point too to get leaves. Oh my goodness, I thought for sure. Well, that was kind of a bit of a failure. That's just not me paying attention to my crafting items. Let's see. The wild. Nothing else. I guess we can make another one. It shouldn't be that big of a deal to make one. But we've got it around here somewhere where we were harvesting crops. No. Or did I convert that guy? I did. Okay. So horn of the wild is that and that. So okay, that's pretty easy. It's like a lead recipe, but using living wood and a pasture seed, which we have. I think we have maybe one more. 2 pasture seeds. Let's grab that, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that's the end of our living wood. Alright, so it goes like this. Take that guy back. And then this pasture seed goes here. Horn of the wild, done. Now let's get ourselves a couple more pieces of rotten flesh. I'm sure you guys know all about this, but once you have that alchemy stone, remember underneath my mana pool there is that alchemy stone. Oh, hello. And we can, once we have that, we can take rotten flesh and get ourselves back out some leather. Awesome. Well, let's go down here and make now the drum of the wild. So it's the same recipe. It's just 3 on either side here like that. This guy and this guy. And then we're going to make sure we use the horn of the wild. And now we get the drum of the wild. I don't know what to do exactly with that drum of the canopy. We'll put that guy in there for now. Okay. Now I think finally we're all set, at least to get our sort of situation fired up here. Alright, so if we come over here, like so, and we're going to put this guy, can I put it right on top of there? I can. Actually, no, you know, can I break it? I should be using an axe, I guess. Okay. Should be using an axe for this too. Do I have an axe? I don't know. I'm gonna have to make. Oh, I do. It's in here. Yeah. What am I doing that for? I'm going to just use this guy. Okay. So we want to make sure that drum is right as close as we can get it to the center. I guess maybe we'll put the drum here. It's okay if it's back one. So we'll put the drum right there. So whenever this thing sounds off, this drum sounds off, it'll break all blocks, all flowers and crops and stuff like that in like a 12 by 12 radius around it. It's actually pretty cool. And then we can go ahead and put our chest back right here. We want to make sure that that hopperhawk plant is right in the middle so we get that square that goes around. Okay, now we want to take these things like so, and we're going to put this pulse mana spreader, put it right there. And then we're going to put this right there, and we're going to throw that in there. Oops. Yeah, so that thing should fill up now. Didn't use very much. Man, these little diluted mana pools don't use very much mana at all. And then we'll get our hourglass, and I think if this thing is set up right... I need some sand. I made some soul sand. Did I put it away? Let's see, where's my soul sand at? Not in there. Not in there. Hello, phone. How are you? Be quiet, Discord chat. Blowing up my phone. I'm trying to record here for sure and for certain. Now, what did I do with my soul sand? Okay, so I'm going to put just 2 pieces in here. Now, this little hourglass thing is kind of cool. It depends on what kind of sand you put in it. If you put soul sand, every piece of soul sand is a minute. Okay, so it takes one. So it's going to take. I really can't. Do I have my wand maybe if I go over it? Yeah, so 2 minutes. You can see there. So this. Oh my goodness, please be quiet. Okay, there we go. Turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that. People blowing up my phone. So this, with these 2 pieces of soul sand, what's going to happen is every 2 minutes, this hourglass is going to send a redstone signal to this guy right here, and he's going to pulse out a burst of mana. It's going to hit this drum. The drum's going to sound. It's going to break all the crops that are going to be all around here, and this hopperhawk is going to pick them all up and throw them in that chest. See how that works? I think that's going to be pretty cool. All right, so we got to do a couple things here. Let's see. That is pointed. Okay. Should be there, and this guy. Okay, so he should be bound there now. I think. Drum of the Wild. Yeah, I think that's. I think that should be. Yeah, it's pointing there. Okay, so after 2 minutes, I guess it doesn't really count down. We should have put a couple less in there. But anyway, that's the process. So the idea is every 2 minutes, this thing's going to send a pulse of mana into this drum. It's going to sound off. It's going to break all, not all. It's like a random collection of plants around in this area. And they're going to get picked up by the hopperhawk and stuck right into this chest. Just like that guy right there. Alright, awesome. So now what I need to do is I need to go up here and see how much of this compost I've got. Because I think I said I needed 48, but I'm actually going to need a bunch. Is this thing still working? Man, it's still full. Awesome. Alright, let's make some dirt like this. And we'll make some more like that. So that's a good amount. I don't think it's enough. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night so we don't get blown up by mobs. I may have to go off camera here and farm up the rest of this dirt. But we'll put a couple pieces in and maybe we'll get some plants going. Let's see. So we're just going to fill this in nice and level with the ground. Oops. We'll get that guy back in a second. And then we're going to get a couple seeds and get them planted in here. Alright, let's head back up here. Yep, we're definitely going to need more garden soil than this. For some reason, I must have vastly undercounted. I need whatever 13 times 13 is, which is more than a stack and a half, that's for sure. Okay, I'm out. So I probably need another, approximately a stack and a half. Let's see if we can find, do we have in our inventory by chance our deal? No, let's check over here. Is it in here? Alright, I'm going to have to go rummaging through some chests and find our matic. And then I need to find some flint. I bet I have some down here. We'll go grab a piece of flint. We'll repair this thing really quick. And we'll till up the ground. Yeah, there we go. So let's just do like this and like this. There we go. That guy's repaired now. Beautiful. And then I need crop sticks, which I have there. I have some. I don't have very many. Let's go ahead and make a bunch more. How about half this? There we go. So that should be a stack. Oh no, that's gonna be that's gonna be stacks on stacks of crop sticks. That's okay. If we don't need them for this project, we'll definitely use them for somewhere else. Let's get those, and then let's see. Do I have any high-level diamond seeds? What do I have in here that are 10, 10, 10? Earth, water. I just put some in here. Let's get these redstone seeds. We'll start with those. You know, they'll work. Alright, let's go over here in one of these corners, and let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll just carve ourselves out a little 4x4 section right here. Let's get these guys on our bar. We'll put this down there, and then this, and then we'll just add crop sticks to the rest of the way here. We'll get some more of these guys and add. Okay, so now that thing should be starting to harvest. Let's see what's happening down here. Can we see that stuff? Oh yeah, look, it's almost, man, that's so awesome. Look, you can see it kind of sliding through there. I want to make sure this thing works whenever it goes off. I wish I had some stuff that I could make it harvest. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and come over here to this side. Actually, let's do right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do another set right there. And this one, what are we going to make it? Maybe we'll make this one, yeah, we'll make it 10, since we just happen to be standing right in front of 10. We'll let that thing propagate back out. Where's my seed? There it is. Okay, so we'll come back down here, and we'll put, oh, hello there, lag spike. Ooh, that was not good. I'm getting a couple lag spikes. I might have to cut down the quality of our video here a little bit now that I don't have Optifine installed. I was hoping not to have to do that, but I think that's just the way it's going to be. All right, let's see. This thing should almost be ready to pulse. I know we're running late. Oh, it must have already done it. Let's see. Oh, let's go. Maybe we will get some regular sand. I'll tell you what, let me jump off camera for just a second. We'll let that thing cycle through. I want to make sure it actually works. That'll give us some time. I'll go AFK for a little bit and get some of these crops planted. I'm also going to go get some more. We're going to put some diamonds in here. Maybe we'll just go ahead and fill the rest of this area on this side with diamonds. And I'll also go AFK and see if I can't get some more of the that soil to make itself, and then I'll come back and we'll check to see if this thing's working the way that we expect it to. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back for one final look at our automated essence farm. We've got all of these essences. Let's pillar up here just a little bit so you can see what's going on. Got all of these essence plants, and every 2 minutes I send a mana pulse to that drum. It goes off and it harvests a bunch of essences, or it breaks a bunch of essences, I guess. Where's my shovel? Let's go down here one more time. I'm going to take you down inside. I did a little bit of decoration. It's nothing too fancy. I just used cobblestone and the chisel mod to do a couple little odds and ends. But let's go down in here. So here's our little setup. So I brought an endoflame down just to try to help. I've got to figure out a way to get, a regular stream of consumables for this thing. And then maybe I could put a couple end of flames in here, enough to keep this little mana pool topped off. For the time being, though, I just throw this mana tablet in there, and it probably lasts about 30 minutes, an hour. But let me tell you what, we are raking in the essence. I'm going to show you that chest just one second. I was hoping maybe this thing would kick off one more time before we're all said and done. So I didn't do much. I just did a little bit of decoration around the outside using these huge cobblestone tiles. Man, I think they look really good. I think that might be my favorite ever cobblestone chisel block. That looks awesome. It kind of reminds me of like a marble almost. We need to do something with some lighting around here. Maybe I can figure something out for the corners or something like that. It looks pretty good. Let's see. Man, are we gonna... Alright, this thing should go off literally any second. Let's just hang out here a minute. We can see the pulse happen. I did have to move take this block out because there's the pulse right there. You can see the items fell down through there to get picked up by the hopper hawk. That's so awesome. It almost feels like cheating. I had to take this block out right here because I couldn't get if I wanted to have my hopper hawk right there, so we are essentially giving up one block. The other thing that I did really quickly, then we're going to check that chest, is I reduced the size of this, like the plantable area, to 11 by 11. Even though this is technically within the range of that hopper hawk, the issue that I was having is sometimes these essences here on the outside would sort of kick over this way, and then they would sit right along this edge here and not get picked up. So I wanted to make sure that we could take care of that, get all those. So I just reduced it by 1. I think it looks better with that little border around it anyway. That is awesome. So let's take a look here. So I don't know, it's been an hour maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I just have sort of a random mismatch of plants up there. You saw them. Take a look at this though. Look at all those essences. This Mark 6 chest is almost clear full. We've got tons of diamonds, we got tons of iron, we've got tons of coal, essence dust, we got copper, we've got aluminum, we got a little bit of redstone coming in. Should be some tin. Yeah, there's a little bit of tin too. We might need to adjust the sort of balance of flower or plants up here to be the right mix. I don't know really what the right mix is. I know that I want lots of emeralds and I want lots of diamonds and a couple other odds and ends. I love it. I love it. It works so good. Like I said, it almost feels like it's cheating. Man, I think that's enough for this episode. It's been actually a fun one. We didn't do anything that I planned on doing today. We decided that we'd make ourselves an automated essence farm, and that's exactly what we did. We could propagate these a couple more. Look at that. It just went off one more time. I love it. I love it. Oh, man, could you imagine having like a whole area and have 11 by 11 of each essence? Man, we would be drowning in essence. Oh, it would be awesome. Anyway, next episode, we got to do a couple things. One, we got to fix our armor situation. We're sort of in bad shape. And the other thing we want to do is get started on some power. And we're going to go with Steam in this series, at least initially. And I can't wait to get started on that. But we'll do that next time. So until then, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from the wasteland, where we're automatically farming them essences. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.